following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy. It's patriotic. It's no big deal. It's the end of the world. I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome in to another edition of The Wild Side with Eric Clark. I'm your not at all humble host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day designing rockets to give my video a watch and a listen. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to like it, give it a share. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and following me on all of the social media platforms. That way, if there's a band, a song, a video you want me to check out, you can leave it in the comment section below or hit me up with a DM. If you are going to leave it in the comment section below, all I do is recommend you go through. If someone has already made that suggestion, leave a like and an I concur. I can put it in my handy dandy notebook and we can see what we can do. Before we get started in today's video, I do want to say thank you to those that make the Wild Side possible. That would be Aspen Dental, Connect 200, and Music to See. Without them, the Wild Side wouldn't be here. So I want to thank them, and you can blame them. Also, I want to give you a heads up, keep an eye out. A fellow reactor, Just Jen Reacts, out of Cleveland, wants me to do a joint reaction with her. So we're going to set that up, so keep an eye out for that reaction. It's all on her. I have no idea what song, band, or video we're going to be reacting to, but Just Jen reached out and asked if I would be willing to do a joint reaction, and of course I agreed. So we're going to put that together, and as soon as we get it up and running, I will let you know. Today's video is coming from my previous Nightwish video when I did Bye Bye Beautiful. Someone had said, hey, you know, these older videos are awesome, the older songs are awesome, but they hadn't seen me do a reaction to anything from their most recent album, which was released in January of 2020, which is called Human Nature. And so that's what we're going to do today. Today we're checking out the second track on that album. This is Nightwish from 2020. It's called Noise. Let's check it out. I always get a little concerned when somebody puts a baby on an altar. Just saying. Gotcha. Little clockwork baby, little clockwork orange baby here without, you know, holding it open. Just put the helmet on. That's cool. Yeah, so I don't think anyone's ever going to accuse Tuomas of being subtle. I don't think between the last video I watched, Bye Bye Beautiful, and the subsequent songs from that album, and this right here, I like how Tuomas Holopainen, I think I got it. I like how he is able to take the simplest of messaging and create a wonderful tapestry of lyrics surrounded by that orchestral mix. I really dig that. Obviously, this is a commentary on the human, or at least the population's addiction to social media and mobile devices. I'm starting to get that vibe. I could be wrong, but the imagery and the lyrics so far have led me to this conclusion. Wow, that's a really powerful message, right? Combined with such great, thick, textured music It's a really powerful song. I really dig this. And I don't know who the blonde in the video is, but I would probably spend every penny I had on her. So I'm just throwing that out there for you. But I like how this song really is starting to creep on me with a very mainstream vibe to it. I really dig this. I would have to check my spin list, meaning I'd have to go through BDS reports and other reports to see. But this is a really good mainstream track right here. I really dig this. Again, going back to the previous video I did with Annette, this is a really well-written, well-constructed song. I know I said Tuomas doesn't write hits. I think this is a hit, but I don't think it's an intentional hit, is what I'm meaning by that. I really hope you understand me when I say this. But this is a fantastic mainstream thickness to it. Really hope those are just Mentos.
Please love me, see how I bleed, please endure. I have such empathy in me. How noise, how beautifully numb, deep in the quiet air to have a meaning. Fire carry on, sad fall of my lost in the breeze. The real and human feel. The sunset is free from this deity. The earth has a real voice. Go out and get in.
Okay, so the subtitle of this song should be Malignant Narcissism, because that's really what this song is about. This song is about the creeping, malignant narcissism that has completely enveloped and poisoned an entire race of people. It's absolutely fascinating, and I've said previously on other shows and other podcasts that I think we have yet to really unwrap and unravel the mess that social media and online interaction has created for the human population. It's a really good imagery in the song about it. Not just the addiction to social media, but the addiction to approval, the addiction to pharmaceuticals. It's really an interesting spin on that whole topic. Baby's growing up now. Great message. That is such a mainstream sound to it, man. That is a great mainstream sound to this song. Really, really is. I really hope this tune has been added and is spinning in people's rotation. I really do. Not only is it a great song, but it's one of those songs where you want people to hear that message. Good shift. Really good shift right there. Really good shift from that brightness, that mainstream brightness, into that heavier mood. I really like that shift. That was good. Very well put together. Not out of the blue, but unexpectedly great groove right there. Once again, Empu with that massive riff. Just a massive, distinctive Empu riff. Sorry, I do have to stop this because this is really the perfect example of what makes Nightwish and Tuomas so brilliant, and that band so brilliant, is their ability to fully encapsulate both the symphonic and metal. This is a distinct tone here. This is a very distinct sound that they're creating. I don't think there aren't too many bands that are creating that perfect of a mix of symphonic orchestration with hard-driving, dark-toned metal riffs. It's very difficult to get a rainbow in a dust storm, but that's what's happening here. It's like seeing a flower bloom on a battlefield, is what this is right here. It's a brilliant way to take someone on a musical journey. See right here, it's a little mainstreamy, it's very rhythmic, right? And you think, okay, it's going to go back into that rhythmic sound that we hear at the beginning, that mainstream sound at the beginning. Wow, that was a good run by Kai. Wow, there's so much heavy imagery going on here to go along with these lyrics. Again, these lyrics are perfectly describing the malignant narcissism that has completely swallowed everybody from every stripe of every group. It's just this massive malignant narcissism, and I love that scene. I don't love it. It's not something I enjoy, but it's really, to me, it's crystal clear when somebody's being stabbed in the background and homeboy's taking a selfie. Does that not, it has Tuomas not completely encapsulated in one moment exactly what the real virus is to us as humans? Is this not the perfect scene that should hit everybody right here like a silver bullet? Back into that mainstream groove. Great groove. Great imagery. Very surreal. Born in the Matrix, you die in the Matrix. That was heavy. That's a heavy track, right? Okay, that was Noise, Nightwish from Human Nature. That was a very heavy track. Started off with a real good mainstream vibe, and then it went into that really distinctive Nightwish orchestral metal perfection. That Bob Ross, Little Happy Trees of Metal all over the place that Tuomas likes to do. He is the metal Mozart. He really is able to take, again, a simple message, something that everybody can relate to, something that everybody can understand about their own existence through these lyrics. And he's really good about making music that matches that vibe. And again, I would have to check some BDS spin reports and some Album Network stuff like that. But I would have to think that this is added somewhere. I would have to think that this is in rotation somewhere. It would have to be. The song is modern in its tone. It's actually fresh. This is a very fresh sound. This isn't the typical active rock sound I would normally hear in a modern track. This is a very, like I said, it's a very new and fresh sound coming out of this band. I hadn't heard Floor sing what I would call a rhythmic pop rock song. Everything I had heard her sing to this point was very orchestrated. It was very progressive. It was very range-defying in its vocal aspects. Whereas this here, it's like that other track she did, Dead Boy's Poem, where she is staying within what's being asked of her. She's not, again, that's what makes this band so awesome, is that everybody understands and enjoys their contributions to each piece of music, regardless if the song is featuring the guitars or featuring the bass or featuring Floor or featuring Kai. They're all able to stay next to their team and perform as a team while allowing each team member to shine and show their elements as well. But her voice in this song particularly, it has a little bit of a brighter tint to it. It really does. It has and I think that has a lot to do with the forward momentum of the song. Again, that relationship between Tuomas and Kai is that drive. It is that forward drive. And you add into that Empu, and that, again, he's starting to develop a distinctive tone to me. And I'm hearing that. And that riff that he's creating in that song to go along with that hook is, again, very distinct. I love how he's able to grind it. It sounds like a grinding. It's hard to describe. It's crunchy, if that makes any sense, but it's still bright. So again, it's a great song, but I think what makes this song so important is the message. I've been saying since social media started with MySpace, I'd worked let me try to help you get where I'm coming from. A long time ago, when Twitter first started, I had already worked in a marketing department for a radio station. They're called promotions directors, and it's actually marketing is what it is. You're marketing the band. So I was doing nights at a rock station here in Nashville, and the promotions director, marketing director, came to me one day, excuse me, breathing in that spit, came to me one day and said, "Hey, Jake," that was my name. He said, "Hey, man, you got to get on Twitter." And I said, I thought the passive-aggressive way of telling my friends I'm mad at them by shifting their ranking on MySpace was enough. We have more social media. Okay, well, let me check it out. So as soon as I tuned into social media, as soon as I logged into Twitter, I saw exactly what it was. It's a data sharing site. It's used by media buyers to gather demographic information so that they can make sales. It's all it is. It's no different than you signing up. That's how I saw it. It's no different than you signing up for our Rockers Club. All we're doing is gathering email information, zip code information, and age demographic information so we can sell that and make money from it. That's all it really was. And the way to do that is to compartmentalize. The way to gather demographic information is to put people into categories. So I saw right away, this is a marketing tool. It's a tool. And it's funny because in that song, they say a tool of a tool. You are the tool of a tool. You're the tool of social media. It's using you to build itself even stronger. And we just keep all those shots of everybody like that. It's an incredible message. It's a very direct message. I've walked through malls at Christmas time. And because I'm a complete and total disgusting human being, and I was raised as a juvenile delinquent, I was actually in Opry Mills Mall and looking around and thinking, I could rob 20 of these people and just run. I could just run through this mall snatching stuff from people, and nobody would know who I was. Nobody would have a description of me because everybody is looking down. Or if someone does stop me and we get into a fist fight and I pull out a knife and start stabbing people, what's going to happen? Everybody's going to start filming it. That's that malignant narcissism where everybody has to make everything about them no matter what it is. I asked somebody one time, when am I not allowed to care about something you care about? And the answer to that question is never. You have to care about everything all the time, even if it doesn't affect you. And it's creeping into us as people. we've become so divisive. And this is the message I've tried to get through in my videos, which is, again, if you give respect to people, you get respect. Let's try to eschew the stereotypes of rock fans by not treating each other with disrespect. It's the same message that's coming through this song. You've got to start treating this internet and this social media like the tool that it is, or it's going to create this malignant narcissism. And you see the baby. I love how the baby's on the table and then it dies on the table. And that's the fear, I think, is that we're raising people in the matrix. It's prophetic in its sense, but again, I could go on, but I don't want to. It's a great message and a great song. I hope everybody gets the message. I really do. I hope everybody gets the message about body dysmorphia, about body issues, about bullying, about online acceptance and keeping up with the Joneses. A little personal information for you. One of the things that my late wife suffered from was depression. And watching her sit in front of a computer, I would try to get her off the computer all the time. Let's go for a walk outside. Let's go in the yard. Let's play with the kids. Let's go to dinner. Let's get away from that computer, because she worked from home as a lawyer. So she would sit there and take breaks and look at all these pictures of all these people doing all these things, and it created this keeping up with the Joneses mentality. And I would try to tell her all the time, those are fake. It's all fake. It's all a lie. I don't believe anything on the internet. It's like, yeah, it's cool and all, but I don't trust any of it. I don't trust any. I have no faith in the internet. And that's going to make you lose faith in humanity. And I tried to get her away from that. And it just, the depression, along with that, along with alcoholism, and along with heart disease, it was just a recipe for disaster. And that didn't help. That depression that she felt about what she was seeing in the new world around her just exacerbated her mental illness. And I think it is a disease. I think that our addiction to social media should be addressed. I joke about it and say that, you know, you guys are just a bunch of Pookies. For those of you that don't know that reference, Pookie was played by Chris Rock in a film called New Jack City. And the scene I'm talking about is when he goes back on crack. Pookie's a crackhead, right? How much for one rib? So I just want one rib. So social media has created that with you. You're sitting in your bathroom with the lights out in your underwear with this bright glow on your face, and you're just shaking because your endorphins aren't firing enough. You're addicted to likes and shares. That's the new addiction. That's the new addiction, and that creates all these problems that lead to these other problems. Again, it's a fantastic message that I could go on and on about, but I don't want to. Go ahead and check out the video. That was Noise by Nightwish, the official video from the album Human Nature, released in January of 2020. Again, they're going out on the road this year. We'll keep you updated with everybody's tour dates. Again, if you have a suggestion for a tune, track, or band, a tune or track, redundant, a band or a video, something you want me to check out, leave it in the comment section below. And of course, you can hit me up with a DM. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Make sure that you are following me on all of my social media platforms. I want to thank Aspen Dental, Connect 200, and Music to See. They are those that power the wild side with Eric Clark. And I want to thank all of you for taking time out of your day to join me, and also for giving me the suggestions, the help, and guiding me along the way. Again, you give respect, you get respect. Do good things happen. It's the my name is Earl mentality, isn't it? Want to make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark. This has been The Wild Side.